good evening. I am Shreya. So today's story is The Happy Prince. So let's get started. So high above the city, on a tall column, stood a statue of the Happy Prince. He was gilded all over with thin leaves of fine gold. For eyes, he had two bright sapphires and a large red ruby glowing on his sword hilt. One night, there flew over the city a little swallow. His friends had gone away to Egypt 6 weeks before, but he had stayed behind. Then he decided to go to Egypt too. All day long he flew, and at night he arrived at the city. When shall I put up? He said, I hope the town has made preparations. Then he saw the statue of a tall column. I'll put up there, he cried. It's a fine position with plenty of fresh air. So he alighted just between the feet of the Happy Prince. I have a golden bedroom, he said softly to himself as he looked around, and he prepared to go to sleep. But as he was putting his head under his wing, a large drop of water fell on him. With a curious thing, he cried, there is not a single cloud in the sky. The sky is quite clear and bright, and yet it is raining. Then another drop fell. What is the use of the statue if it cannot fall the rain off? He said, I must look from a good chimney pot, and he determined to fly away. But before he had opened his wings, a third drop fell, and he looked up and saw, what did he see? The eyes of Happy Prince were filling with tears, and tears were running down his golden cheeks. His face was so beautiful in the moonlight that the little swallow was filled with pity. How are you? He said. I'm happy, Prince. Why are you weeping then? Asked the swallow. You have quite drenched me. When I was alive and had a human heart, answered the statue, I did not know what tears were, for I lived in the place where sorrow is not allowed to enter. My countryers called me the Happy Prince, and happy indeed I was. So I lived, and so I died, and now I am dead that have set up here so high, and I can see the ugliness and all the miseries of my city, and I thought my heart is made of lead, yet I cannot choose but weep. What? Is he not solid gold? Said the swallow to him. He was too polite to make any personal remarks. Far away, he continued the statue in a low musical voice. Far away, in a little street, there is a poor house. One of the windows is open, and through it I can see a woman seated at a table. Her face is thin and worn, and she has coarse red hands all pickled by the needle, for she a seamstress. She is embroidering flowers on a satin gown for the loveliest of the queen's maid of honor, to wear at the next court ball. In a bed, in a corner of the room, her little boy is lying ill. He has fever, and is asking his mother to give him oranges. His mother has nothing to give him but river water. So he is crying, swallow, swallow, little swallow, will you not bring her the ruby out of my sword hilt? My feet are fascinated to this pedestal, and I cannot move. I am waiting for in Egypt Said the swallow, "My friends are flying up and down the Nile and talking to the large lotus flowers. Soon they will go to sleep." The prince asked the swallow to stay with him for one night and be his messenger. The boy is so thirsty and the mother is so sad.